Oh, that's smart.
Hey!
Welcome to my first Q&A session. I know, it's amazing. For how long have you been animating in general? Was your first time trying to animate stuff with GMod, or did you dabble with other animation software before? This is a interesting one. I never really thought of doing animation before until I just kind of felt like it, you know? Software-wise, I've never used anything else. The only thing I can come close to is I tried doing a little hand-drawn animation in on my iPad with the Apple Pencil. It's nothing small, it's this little loop. It's actually on my channel. If you go to my shorts playlist, you can see it. It's called Barrel Scout Says Hello. It was basically just something to help me get ready to start doing GMod, so that's pretty much it. In general, I've been animating since just June. No, take that back. I'd say probably about May of 2021. Yeah, that's exactly when I started, so since then. This next question I've combined, well, next questions, I combined two of them together because I felt like they were very similar to each other. So they both ask what gave you the idea to do GMod animation and what got you to start, so basically the same thing. It's kind of a mix of, I watched some, I don't really watch creators on GMod a lot because, you know, I like to keep my stuff original and not feel influenced, but I also love to watch. Before then, I watched El Toro 64 Russ and his stuff, which is absolutely phenomenal. Half the time I can't believe that's even possible in GMod, but I know if you put the effort into it, it's totally doable. That's pretty much what got me to start. Also, I wanted to try something new on my channel because I was basically just doing the same thing as everybody else was, which was just making TF2 videos, and they weren't really getting a lot of views. I think the only ones that really got a lot of views was when I covered updates, because I tried to get on the bandwagon, and there was this one video I made like when I started that has like 9,000 views on it that was about the tide turner, but that was just another montage of me killing people with the Eyelander and the tide turner. How do I come up with ideas for animation? I really don't want to say it, but half the time I do not use a script. So my last two videos, the banana split and the Chipotle food review, both of those did not use a script at all. Those were basically just me going along with a general idea in mind and then just doing whatever the hell I felt like. The closest thing I had to a script was basically I picked out the audio and I did the sentence mixing, I did all that stuff in the editor, I had it lined up, and I basically just went into GMod and made the animations to go with those sounds. I find it a bit easier to know what sounds I'm going to use because that way I can make the movements and I can act out the movements myself, and that way I get a better feel for what I want the characters to do on screen. Because just going along and then trying to put audio afterwards, I haven't really got the knack for it yet. So, I mean, it's still something I'm trying to learn, but it's not my strong suit. What do I use to make my animations, or what process? To use it, the software I use in general for video editing since I started this channel is DaVinci Resolve, and it's actually the free version. So I know I'm not using the professional version, but hear me out. I completely spec'd out my PC to run DaVinci Resolve, and it's amazing. It's the best free video editor, period. There's no competition whatsoever. None. So yeah, that's basically what I use. The way I do it, I also use OBS to capture. I don't capture frame by frame unless I absolutely need, like super field, depth of field or whatever it's called, where you have things in front that are closer to the camera blurry. That in GMod you have to render out each frame, so I have to like do all the tedious stuff of rendering it out. But most of the time I just go ahead and just use OBS at 30 frames per second, matching the animation speed in Stop Motion Helper, which is another tool I use in GMod to help me do this. I have that also set to 30 frames per second. I did do my first big animation, which was Soldier Space Program. I did use 60 frames per second on that one, but a couple commenters, especially another one called Camouflage, He told me about how that's not really the best way to go about it, and I heard and heeded his advice, and ever since I've been using 30 frames per second, because I feel like it gives a balance between it's not as choppy as like 24, but it's also not as it's not as freaking crazy to work with as 60, because when you're working at 60, all your little imperfections are magnified like 10 times. The process I used to make them, I'll probably go over that in the future once I get more subscribers or something like that, or I feel more comfortable and more consistent with my style. I already feel pretty consistent, but there's some things I do try every now and then to change it up and learn more in the ins and outs. So I'm not really comfortable with making like my whole how-to crap yet, but I'll probably do something like that later in the future when I get a bigger following and I feel like I'm more comfortable with discussing it. My opinion about the current state of the GMod animation community. Here's the deal, I actually don't pay attention to that stuff. I don't pay attention, the only community I pay attention to is really TF2, and even at that, it's just I like to scroll on the TF2 Reddit sometimes. GMod, I'm not part of the GMod animation Reddit, I'm not on the Discord server. All I know is from what I see online, and even that, I don't watch a lot of stuff because I'm worried about seeing other people and then subconsciously trying to imitate them, which is something I do not want. I want to have my own unique style and do things the way that I feel is best and not look like a copycat. So I really don't have an opinion on the animation community. All I can say is that anybody who's trying to do animation, kudos to them, because I know how hard it can be. How many hours do I have in TF2? Give me just 1 second. I have, as of right now, I have 831 hours in TF2 total. Which class do I play the most? As in like raw statistics, I have the most hours on Demoman. I have over 150 hours on Demoman, and all the rest of my time is pretty split evenly between all the other classes. I don't really like to say that I main demo because I love to play other classes. Like I love playing soldier, I love playing sniper, I love playing medic and engineer and pyro as well. I'm pretty good at all of them. It's just demo was the one I play the most because I love to do demo night. You've probably seen some of my videos on my channel about my demo night shenanigans. I'm pretty confident in my ability to get heads. And to continue off of my demo night comment, what's my favorite loadout? My favorite demo night loadout for like pubs and just casual, like payload or CTF, capture, King of the Hill, Koth, whatever, I can't remember. My favorite loadout for just general pubs is the booties or the, whatever the other ones are, the boots, the Splendid Screen, and the Eyelander, because I love the crits, I love the shield bash, I love the Eyelander's heads mechanic. If I'm playing in medieval mode, I do that if I want to try hard, or if I'm just fooling around, I'll just switch to the Caber and just run in and try to get multi-kills, which I've actually been pretty successful with. Especially on the final point of the group keep, it is super easy to get Caber multi-kills if you know what you're doing. How many hours have I played on Demo Night? Okay, I kind of discussed that the last two questions. I have 150 something hours on Demo. Well, Demo Night, 150 hours on Demo itself. Demo Night, I'm not 100% sure how many hours I have. I'd say it's probably 3/4 of the amount of hours I have, so whatever 3/4 of 150 is. So my higher badge is what every player gets when they first start the game, says around 2014. I definitely have not been playing consistently since 2014. That's just when I opened it up the first time. I really started playing TF2, I can't even remember now, but it was probably around 2018. I'm pretty sure I started after Jungle Inferno dropped, because I remember playing when the Jungle Inferno logo was on there, so it might have been 2017, but it's been several years now. I've been playing constantly since then. That's how I've been racking up the hours. What's my favorite map to play on? I'm gonna be a little bit biased. You've probably seen it on my channel, but I absolutely love to play with Pier. Pier is such a good map. A lot of people like to gripe about Pier, but I think it was absolutely phenomenal. Just the aesthetic, the feel, the design, it's very fun and it's very interesting to play on. There's lots of nooks and crannies everywhere. I think it's really easy to do Demo Man on, just to lob pills everywhere and catch people around the corners. There's so many blind spots. What's the most annoying classes to play against? So I'm a bit biased here. Well, everybody's a bit biased when you ask them this question. I think the ones I absolutely hate the most are Spy, Pyro, and Sniper. Now, when there's a good Sniper, a good Pyro, and a good Spy, I respect it. It just is very annoying to play against. I think the ones that I get absolutely furious about is probably Pyro, and it's the Pyros that are either very competent in their air blast ability or are using a script to air blast, which I know is a thing. I'm not lying about that. I've seen it in action. I know air blast scripts are real. It's super annoying because I love to play Soldier in demo, and anything with projectiles is just completely unusable against them because they'll just snap around and perfectly air blast it right back towards you. Sniper, it's pretty easy to counter if you know what you're doing. Spy, just turn around and just spy check. I don't feel too bad when I get backstabbed by a spy if I'm being ignorant or I'm just focusing on the objective and my back's turned. So, it's kind of my fault for letting my guard down. Any specific maps or cosmetics I want added in Scream Fortress? I want Bird Scout already. I agree with you. I want more bird heads. We need to get some bird heads for the Scout. I can't remember what's the other one who doesn't it. Oh, it's the Pyro. I want bird heads for the Scout and Pyro. Period. That's all I want. For maps, I don't really pay attention to the workshop a lot, so I really don't know what's out there, but I guess some interesting new maps, I don't know. Maybe one that takes place on board a giant alien spaceship would be cool. What's my favorite Meet the Team video? I think the one that I think is the funniest is probably Meet the Demo Man. Just because I think Demo Man is the funniest class in the game, just because his voice lines are just hilarious. The one that I find the most impressive and just like makes me feel good is probably Meet the Medic. The Uber charge scene in Meet the Medic is something that is like a masterpiece of cinema or whatever. It just gives you so much power and energy. I always get a little bit of that energy where I end up Uber charging somebody and we're gonna do the play of the game, we're right on the point, I get that Uber and we just turn it on and we just that feeling is just amazing. I love it. Any luck with bots on public servers? In general, after the June 22nd update of this year, the bots for me have been, I can deal with it. I mean, they're annoying as hell sometimes, but the fact that they can immediately vote kick you is something that has really been extremely useful. Name stealing is not really a thing anymore. I mean, it still kind of is, but not really. And a lot of them are being heavy. There's a lot of heavy bots, and those are way easier to counter than sniper bots at all. It's like you can easily just take the classic or the Machina and just get collaterals and headshots and Gibbs explosions for days on the heavy bots because they're just so slow and, they don't instantly headshot you from all the way across the map like the sniper bots do. SEAS or SooS? SooS. What's 9 plus 10?
21.
What if real spiders, even tiny ones, made loud Minecraft spider noises? I don't fucking know. Get those away from me if that's the case. Jesus Christ. When do you plan to do more videos such as You Escaped or Organic Fireworks? Those videos were fun and I'd love to make some more. Well, man, I'd love to make some more too. The issue I have with those is it takes so much effort to get people together. The last time we did it, that one time, that took a lot of effort and planning to get all them people into one giant party and go find a community empty high tower server for that. If I can get everybody back together again and we can do another one, I'd absolutely love to, and I'd love to be more like strategic and like specific and more weird with it so we can make some more interesting stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'll let you know if I get around to organizing one of those again. Has a YouTube career been better or worse than you imagined, and why did you start uploading in the first place? YouTube? I really haven't seen YouTube as a career. Wow, that was a horrible voice crack. I haven't really seen YouTube as a career because it's not making me any money at the moment. I'm basically using it as a way, it's basically a hobby and a way to practice my skills, because the industry and the career I want to have is in video editing, film production, video media, all that crap. And I'm at college right now studying that stuff and working towards a degree in it. It would be really nice if I could start monetizing videos and having lots of people enjoy my work and seeing and making money off of it. But as of right now, I'm not at 1,000 subs. I'm extremely far from 4,000 watch hours in the last 12 months or whatever. It's gonna be a long time before I can start monetizing and calling it a career. I'll only actually call it a career once it can actually become a full-time gig. If it's part-time, if it's just a little side income or a hobby that I like to dabble with, it's not a career. But despite that, I think it's been okay. I've been doing a lot better than I thought. I've already gotten to over 700 subscribers. I'm getting close to 1,000. I'm gonna get there someday. It's gonna happen. It's when I was younger, I tried doing YouTube, and the best video I ever made only got like 300 views on it. And now I have a video with my first video I ever made has 14,000 views on this channel, and I have several videos each with over 1,000 views. I got 2 of them that are over 5,000. It's a really good feeling when you see people actually enjoying your stuff and watching it and giving you those likes and, you know, and subscribing and the comments. It's just a really good feel that I'd love to have, and I just want to have more of it. You know, the one thing that artists have to deal with in life are people underappreciating them, or they don't feel well appreciated, but they're also humble enough not to crave that appreciation. I don't expect it. I don't take anything on YouTube for granted because I know the algorithm is a piece of magic. But when people do enjoy my stuff, it makes me feel really good. It's a very nice feeling, and I love to make stuff to help a lot of people enjoy it, because when people enjoy your stuff, for me, it's success. I don't know any way else to say it. You know, in my life, as long as I can make some people happy and they can enjoy things that I've put into the world, then I've succeeded as a human. When you hit 1,000 subs, what will you do? Well, for sure, I'm probably not going to do a face reveal. I might make it, but like with a mask on or something, because, you know, I want to protect my privacy, especially since like I play TF2 with the same name as my channel. I don't want cheaters or angry, salty people to try and dox me by like finding where I live and who I am. So that's not gonna happen for the time being. What I'll probably do is I'll probably make a huge celebration video, like probably animation. I'm actually starting work on a fairly large project. It's gonna be an animation that's gonna be 4 to 8 minutes long. I'm not gonna give any details other than that, but that might end up being the 1,000 sub video. It might be the one that gets me to 1,000 subs. The issue is that video is gonna take about a couple months to make. So I really don't know what else I'm gonna do. I guess we'll just have to see what happens when I get to 1,000, because I don't know what's gonna happen. Thank you so much, everybody, for leaving your questions on that comment section. I really wasn't expecting all the feedback that I got on that video, and I am super appreciative, and I've absolutely loved answering your questions. I'll probably do some Q&As like these every couple hundred of subscribers, so maybe when I get to 1,000 I'll do another Q&A, or if I get to like 1,500, 2,000, whatever, you know, maybe, I don't know if I'll get there, but we'll see what happens. The best thing that anybody who is subscribed to me or watches my content or really likes what I do, the best thing you guys can do is to promote it. Now, don't be going around spamming my YouTube link and being cringy and all that stuff, because that's not how you get promotion. But, you know, word of mouth, talking with your friends, you know people who like GMod animations or anything else that I make, you can let them know what I'm doing and have them come check me out, because maybe they'll like it and join the bandwagon with me. That's pretty much all I have to say, you know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for leaving your questions, and I'll see you guys soon.